Hey everyone, this is Bob
And Tompa
from Better Music with a look at the brand new 2019 range of Ibanez guitars, thanks to our friends at Australis Music. Alright, so now that the winter NAMM show is over and the hangover is done, we're going to take you through the range of 2019 Ibanez that our friends Australis have sent us. Rather than go through the entire range, what we're going to do is we've actually picked a few that really stood out to us.
So what I've got here is the new Paul Gilbert micro guitar. Traditionally last year it was all in white, but now they've got this beautiful like olive green.
It's almost like a jade, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really like, it's a cool green, but this guitar, like, man, we can never keep enough in stock.
No.
They just always sell. They're such a great thing, whether it's a toy for someone that's been playing for a long time or a beginner's guitar, it's just such a great thing. And they're so striking, the reverse headstock, you know, the painted F-holes, that sort of thing. It's that classic Paul Gilbert sort of look, isn't it?
He plays these live as well, just to make his fingers even bigger than they actually are.
It'd look like a uke on him,
But
wouldn't it?
yeah, no, it's a great guitar. Very reasonable price point. We sell heaps of them. And
We do.
And this green color is amazing.
It is it's a really striking color, isn't it? It's very, very cool. So the one that I'm going to talk about is the GRG 121DX. So any sort of satin black guitar, you had me at hello sort of thing, right? I love satin black. But this guitar, I really like this simply because it's, I'll digress a little bit. When people come in to buy guitars, we generally ask them what sort of music they want to play because we feel that it's the best way to get people to write guitar. Rather than just going, here's a beginner pack, start there. Someone comes in saying, I want to play Slayer and Metallica or whatever, we tend to head this way because these guitars are so well priced and they've got the look, they've got everything about them screams sort of metal, right? So in the satin black with the faux active, what we call them, blacktive, the blacktive pickups. This thing is a really, really cool guitar, and it looks the part.
Mean.
It's mean, yeah, it's mean. So satin black, the shark fin inlays again, another really, really cool touch as well. Look, I really like this guitar. So we're going to have a look at some 7-strings now. 7-strings are something that Ibanez, I feel, have gotten right almost the entire time they've had them.
Well, they're the grandfather of 7-strings.
I don't know. Have you seen the Maestro? What's his Get on YouTube, have a look at the Maestro. Yeah. There's this dude that claims he was the first, but who knows, whatever. Ibanez, I reckon, first to get it right. Let's put it there. Look, this is something a little bit different for Ibanez, I feel, because this is based on the iron label. It's like a prestige version of an iron label, which they did the uppercut a couple of years ago, which it was the first production guitar with bare knuckle pickups from memory, which was a really big step in its own. Yeah. But the idea of this one, I guess, they've gone away from that satin black or like the gloss black or whatever and gone to like a pearl white. This looks fantastic. And pearl white under lights, like under coloured lights, it just picks up everything. So whatever colour, it's going to look awesome on stage. And they've really thought about that.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Yeah, and like the bird's eye fretboard.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, the bird's eye maple fingerboard. You've got these Ibanez Damasio pickups. You've got the regular little the little switch. Little switch. No young change.
No tone knob.
Who needs a tone knob with this, eh? No. Who needs it? I think it's brilliant. I honestly think this is definitely one of my favourites that I've seen so far this year. I'm not much of a 7-string player. I'll put it out there. I've got these little carny hands, right? Little carny hands, smell like cabbage, you know. I struggle with 7-string simply because my hands are not used to it. I generally play 6 strings, but this one, the neck is really comfortable. I can get around it. It feels nice. It feels like I can do what I normally do on a 6-string on a 7. So I'm really impressed with this guitar.
It's just that Ibanez playability.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. It's that it's all about the shoulder, I feel. This part here, the shoulder, it's all about that. And on 7 strings, they can be a little bit bulky. I guess it just depends. Maybe I'm a coward, who knows? But I think this is a beautiful guitar, and yeah, a definite winner for me, the RGD 3127 in satin white.
So the guitar I've picked is from the Iron Label series, but they've done a couple of little tweaks. Extended scale length, you've got glow-in-the-dark dots, and you've got
the lumen lay, of course.
yeah, lumen layers, purple heart and maple neck, and you've got this brand new kind of finish that they've brought out for 2019, which is an ash with it's kind of like a flamed. If they've got a brulee torch,
yeah,
or
like the
yeah, but no, the ash will give you that clarity that you need with a 7-string, and yeah, I really like it.
It definitely sticks out, doesn't it? Like it's how do you, like, flip it over for a second, show the back as well, because the back does the same thing. The continuity in the back, you can see the grain in the ash, everything's there, and the contrast with the purple looks really nice, and the purple heart timber in the neck. It's a beautiful guitar, a very striking looking guitar.
I'm a sucker for wood grain finishes, as everyone at the store knows. So yeah, I'm really appealed to something like this that looks like a barn door. So
just for those of us playing at home, what's the switch there, Tompa?
that is a coil tap switch. So you've got a 3-way toggle, no tone, and just a coil tap for the either the back or both pickups or the neck. So,
cool, awesome.
Okay, now we're looking at something a bit different for us.
Certainly for me.
Yeah. So we've got two amazing zebra wood kind of guitars here. I've got the new RG EW 521 with the zebra top. We've got wooden knobs, Tone Zone and Air Norton Damasio pickups, and the roasted maple neck, which has come from the AZ series.
The
AZ series.
That roasted neck thing, it's like it's so on trend at the moment. Like what it does, it's just a more stable neck. You know, the torrefication process changes the characteristics enough that it's
just stable, and for not like a super expensive instrument, like it just gives a lot more stability tuning wise. Tone is apparently better, and all these kind of things.
Tone's always subjective, right? But yeah, the tone from a roasted maple neck is generally a little bit darker.
Yeah, darker.
Yeah, because maple are sort of known as a brighter kind of neck. You know, you heard it in the 7-string that I played. You know, it is a slightly brighter, more articulate thing. So to roast it, the torrefication process and roasting it kind of changes it slightly.
It's an artificial aging process.
Yeah,
what's that going for? Yeah,
it looks fantastic. Like in contrast as well with that zebra wood, it looks awesome.
Yep, you got the cream binding, but yeah, just I love the dark colour of it.
It's all about them timbers.
Yeah, it's just I'm a wood guy, and you got wooden knobs for extra wood.
Extra froth. No, it's a really cool looking guitar. I think the black and the zebra wood, like the black hardware and everything, look really great. Even the black logo looks cool.
Yeah,
I think it's a really, really striking looking guitar. I guess leading on from the RG there, the exotic wood RG, we've got this here, which is the AS93 zebra wood. So this, I remember a few, like I'm showing my age now, but about a decade or so ago, we were selling these Ibanez art cores, and they were like a spalted maple top. And I remember seeing them thinking that with hollow body, like semi-hollows and things like this, those guys don't generally want to stand out from the crowd. They're not the ones that have the Larry yellows and, you know, pinks and things like that. They tend to be a little bit more traditional in their finishes.
Yeah.
But when you see something like this, your eye's automatically drawn to it. And I think it's a really, really smart move from Ibanez to do something like that.
And the other AS guitars in the range, they brought out like a sonic blue kind of color.
Oh, yeah,
They're
right.
The pink ones, like
Yeah, there you
really
go.
kind of, I don't know, contrasting. So you've got like a semi-hollow
Yep.
guitar that's kind of more jazz and like clean kind
Well,
of
you
sound,
think of
but
the SCO, you know, the John Schofield model, you know, it's got that sort of, that two-tone burst, right?
Yeah.
But then you look at something like this and you're like, pow!
Yeah.
Like that is just so in your face. That timber, like even the back of it, like look at that.
Yeah.
And the beautiful stained neck, and you know, it's a really classy looking instrument, but it's not, I think at times, you know, companies can do this and it looks a bit gaudy, you know,
Yeah.
a bit sort of, ugh. But this, I think in context is really classy. The tortoiseshell pickguard, you know, and the classic Super 58 pickups. This is a really, really nice guitar, but don't let it fool you. It can rock a bit as well. I'm not going to, because I figure it's, I've probably, you know, I always get hammered for not playing jazz and things online. I always get hammered for it. So I'm not gonna meddle or rock out on this at this stage, but it can do it quite comfortably.
So this is just our picks for the Ibanez 2019 range. If you want more information, you can visit us in store or online.
Give us a call, come and see us, whatever you got to do. But these new guitars, they're ripping, man. Like they're so. Again, Ibanez have hit it out of the park this year. It's going to be a good year.
Thanks to our friends at Australis and Ibanez. I'm Tompa.
I'm Bob. Thanks for tuning in. Rock on.